This episode of the Out of the Cave podcast is brought to you by Crown Trophy of Cypress, California. Crown Trophy is your one-stop shop for trophies, medals, crystals, rings, and any type of promotional item. They also have the ability to customize your award or promotional item with your logo. See why they're celebrating 25 years of outstanding customer service. Contact Crown Trophy of Cypress for your next awards order and mention the Out of the Cave podcast to receive 10% off your order. You can find their contact information listed in the sponsor section of our website, outofthecavepodcast.com. And now, enjoy the show. You're listening to the Out of the Cave podcast with your hosts, Junior and the Captain. This is a podcast where we talk about the things going on in the world and share our opinions without worrying about political correctness. Remember, it's all about respect, keeping an open mind, and always having a good time.
Junior, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, Captain. How you doing?
Very, very good, man. Very, very good. Because guess what?
What?
Damn, it took you that long to answer, respond.
Yeah, you don't normally talk to me that much.
Today is the second day that I will be getting drunk in the cave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the second?
The second one, man.
Yeah.
Because the last time I didn't think it was going to happen. It happened.
You were definitely a lightweight.
I heard the podcast, and you could tell I was fumbling. I mean, I fumble my words as it is.
Much worse than
it
usual.
was definitely much more after I drank,
the whiskey sour.
The whiskey sour, man. It was good.
It was good.
It was good. So I'm looking forward to today. We have a new guest in the show, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I already know it.
Yeah, no, that's right. So today, this is our second happy half hour. We called it happy half hour the first time, but we heard so much feedback from our fans saying that they wanted it to be an hour. So we're going to the happy hour. So this is the Out of the Cave podcast happy hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also because you couldn't pronounce the damn happy half hour.
Yeah, that's right. I kept fucking that up.
Yeah, this is easier.
So today we got one of our boys, one of our close friends, Sam the PI. Sam is the man. And Sam came down because he heard the whiskey sour episode and he wanted to throw down his own special drink for us and just kind of come down and chat and bullshit a little bit and talk about some fun stuff. So what's up, Sam?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
All right, man.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. That was a great introduction.
Yo, what's up with that beanie you're wearing, man? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he looks cool, bro.
Shit, man. What
trying
is
to hide the curly hair.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
No,
it's 2020, man. I grew my hair out this year.
That looks cool, man.
I'm not used to seeing that, man.
That looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, thanks for coming, brother. Really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for the invite, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to drinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think you've heard our previous episode. You know how we do it. With these happy hours, bring our boys in like you. Thank you for coming in, and thank you also for being a fan of the show and supporting us.
Yes.
And so what we like to do is have our guests come in and give us a drink. Share a drink with us, and what we're going to do, we're going to drink it over this time, and you're going to hear the captain start slurring his words. But why don't you tell us a little bit about the drink that you're bringing today, because I think is muy appropriate for the season.
Well, yeah, it's Christmas time is here. We've got a couple of weeks to Christmas. This is kind of a drink that we make every year, or I make every year, and it's called Coquito.
Coquito. Now, wait, is this just like a holiday type of drink, or is it I'm sure you drink it throughout the year, right? Or
I mean, you can if you want to, but
if you
usually,
want,
it's more for during the holidays.
Yeah, it's considered the Spanish eggnog.
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
It's a Puerto Rican thing.
Okay.
More than anything, I always equate Coquito with like pasteles because it's always around Christmas time.
It's always around Christmas.
Yeah,
right?
but your pasteles suck compared to our pasteles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called?
What is what called?
Your pasteles. They call pasteles too?
Well, now we don't call them pasteles.
What do you call them?
We call them. Well, I don't know. I forgot what.
This
is my third coquito.
How many?
We got a brain lapse already, huh?
Nah, man. We call them tamales. Come on, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
Tamales?
Oh, yeah.
No, come on,
That's a Mexican term, though.
No, I mean in Colombia
Colombian
it's tamales.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tamales.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
what
don't
it is,
know.
man.
Yeah, but
I was just fucking around.
I don't think they're better than pasteles. Although I will say I'm not.
They're not. You know what? They're the same shit, though. To be honest with you,
Yeah?
I guess they just prepared a little differently, right?
I don't know.
Because they put different things in them.
Yeah, well, I mean, the ones that we cook usually have pork, and they're made with the masa from like the bananas and stuff. And that whole process of making it is part of the fun of the holidays. Doing it with your family. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, she used to do that every year, and it was always like a big thing. And people would put in their orders way in advance to get the pasteles. You know, they would put them in the freezer, and it was really cool to experience that.
Yeah, that's actually funny because in our family, the same thing. But like my mother never made tamales, but we had a neighbor, a Colombian neighbor, who made phenomenal tamales. And same thing with her, man. Like people would put in their order, and that lady, man, to Christmas Day, she's out there
making them. Right?
Yeah, she's cooking, man. She's cooking.
I guess I'm considered not a real Puerto Rican because I'm not a fan of pasteles.
No, you know what? Yeah. I'll tell you the truth. I'm with you because people love and go crazy for them. I've never really been that crazy for it, but it was the whole overall experience. You know,
I'm having it, right?
Yeah, like I wish I could be like pernil or something.
Yeah,
but you know, I'll eat it. I just enjoy the whole camaraderie, the family, all those good feelings.
Yeah, everybody has the different traditions, you know, and that's actually one of them, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I'm learning too because it's obviously in a Colombian household compared to a Puerto Rican, completely different. Well, not completely different, but it is different, you know. So you're learning, you know, and the pasteles was definitely something, or even the coquito, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never drank this thing before, man, or anything like that. I mean, what's inside this? Like, how do you mix this?
So it's a little recipe that I've worked on a couple of years. So it consists of real egg, cinnamon, coconut milk, evaporated milk, and a little bit of vanilla extract.
Okay.
And obviously the vodka. Oh, excuse me, the rum.
The rum. Shit. Am I going to drink this today, bro? Because this guy doesn't even know what's in it.
Oh, just be careful. Just be careful.
Yeah, oh, shit.
You know, one of the things I find interesting about coquito these days is it sounds like you have your own special recipe. And I know, like, people in my family have their own special recipe. And over the years, it was always something special, right? You make it and then you share it with your friends. But it seems like over the last few years, it's blown up. Like, since, I want to say, like, with the invention of social media, everybody is like young people,
for it, right?
Yeah, but like young people, like I say young people, like people a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
They're like saying, "Oh, get your orders in from my coquito." Like they're like operationalizing their stuff, and I think I even saw a commercial on TV for Goya, and they were saying they were selling the holiday coquito? Eggnog, but they weren't calling it coquito; they were calling it holiday eggnog or something like that.
So yeah, it's
damn Spanish.
No, but it's like
right? Well, Goya is owned by Spain, right? Spanish people.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, but it was just my point is it's like they're commercializing it. You know, something that was always like a homemade
kind of thing.
Like a homemade kind of thing is weird.
Yeah,
but it's so popular, everyone loves it.
Yeah, but let me ask you. So, in the many years that you've been around and been drinking this, aside today, we're going to be drinking Sam's. Is there someone's in particular that you would say is probably the best, or is prepared the best, or prior to us drinking Sam's?
Well, it's like pasteles. Everyone says that their
is the best. No, but I'm talking about since you don't make it, right?
What, coquito?
Yeah.
No, this is what I'm going to tell you. So in my family, it was my uncle made it and like different people made it, but it was always my grandmother who made the best. And my brother actually adopted her recipe many years ago when she was alive. Like he would work with her side by side and make it.
Yeah.
And then he modified the recipe, and his is actually really good. And the reason why I say that is because I've taken bottles of his and brought it to parties and given it to people.
Yeah.
And they all rave about it.
Wow. So thanks for putting the pressure on.
So the pressure's on.
I mean, I'm like shaking it here.
Sam,
I'm like,
listen, I'm gonna tell you right.
Spill some coquito.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I don't have anything to compare it to, so yours is probably gonna be the best that I've ever tasted.
Oh, thank you.
But with this guy right here, man, with Junior, I don't know, man. I hope it's done well, man, because he's going to be honest about it.
He's going to be very critical. I know.
No.
I'm going to just my advice to you.
Let me ask. Does it have rum in it?
Definitely.
Then I'm good.
Then you good?
I'm good.
Well, here's my advice.
I can't speak for my brother though, so he's gonna throw the gauntlet down next time.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just make sure you drink it the right way because we don't want you ending up with like a liquid mustache. You know.
Yeah,
you know. You see the texture of this, right? So we want to be careful with that. All right.
The last thing I want is for Junior to throw himself in the middle of the road, in the middle of the traffic.
That's another story.
Yeah.
All right. So let me. Sam, thank
you.
Sam, thank you very much, man, and really appreciate you coming over here, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We're getting an early start. Thank you.
Thank you for preparing this.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's pretty
good.
It's
not bad. I've never tasted it.
You know what I like about it is that it goes down very smooth.
Yeah.
It goes down very smooth. Like you're almost not drinking an alcoholic thing.
That's called the Ninja Blender.
That's what it is. I'm trying to think of what I can compare it to. Let me see.
Oh, this is a good recipe because I know the rum is in there.
Yeah, I definitely taste the rum.
But I taste it on the end, not going down. So it's very sweet. It's like a.
You said there's coconut in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cream of coconut.
Yeah, I definitely taste that.
I think I have a contender for my brother's coquito.
You think so? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take some. I'm gonna have to take
now
home.
Now I have to try his.
Well, you know,
because now I got to compare it.
He's gonna be listening to this podcast, and he's gonna be.
He's like, no, that sucks. There's no way it could be any close to mine, right?
Yeah, he's gonna show up at Sam's house with a bottle for a challenge.
Let's put a bow on it. That's it.
We could do like the Pepsi challenge where you blindfold and everyone has to take a sip.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Well, if we do that and everybody picks Sam's, I don't know how we're gonna handle your brother.
Yeah, he won't. He will not handle that well.
I don't know, man.
It'll be like a Hatfield McCoy thing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be that.
You know what? I've experimented. I had made one a month ago for my parents' anniversary, and my father's he loves coquito. So it's between me and my sister with the competitive nature of making the coquito. So I was asked to make it this year.
All right,
loved it. So in experimenting with a good way to add to the drink is like cinnamon sticks. Mm-hmm. So as a stirrer.
Okay.
So it adds that more spiciness flavor to it. So say for instance, the alcohol is a little too strong.
Yeah.
It takes the sting out of it.
Okay. See, but now you gave your secret out to your sister.
Don't give out your.
What's wrong with you?
Your secret.
She just took your secret now.
They'll know.
This is gonna be the next. This is gonna be the next version of the Goya coquito.
That's it.
With cinnamon sticks.
Well, we hope to monetize this for you, man. Well, we're gonna try.
Well, I hope. There are some orders that have been placed already.
Yeah. All right. So, but how long have you been making this?
Oh man, it's about 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah, right. 10 years, just on my own. Just taking my own. Taking some, I guess, control of the kitchen. So
okay.
and I was like, all right, let me just mess with this. I think I can do this.
Yeah, nice. Definitely tastes good, man. It's very good. I mean, this first time first time I'm trying this. Damn, am I already getting fucked up or what's up?
I think you are.
But it's the first time trying it. I enjoy it.
You're doing
I definitely would drink it. Yeah. Wow.
It's like I say, it sneaks up on you because it's good.
Yeah,
it's like sweet going down.
I'm trying to think.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I'm I'm trying to think
cinnamon
of something. It almost seems maybe it's that like Cinnamon Toast Crunch because that's exactly what it tastes like.
I would pair it with graham crackers. That's a good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely great, man. Oh, thanks a lot, man.
So
this is good.
So for the fans of the show, if you're listening and you're trying to figure out what this is, if you know anyone who's Puerto Rican, ask them for some coquito, and I'm sure they will oblige. But you definitely got to get your hands on some of this drink for the holidays.
Yeah, no, it's
highly recommended.
It's good, man. It's good. Fans, get out there, make it happen. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it.
So, Sam, one of the things I always enjoy whenever we are chilling out is we talk about things that are fun, like movies and all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that you're a fan of is Star Wars, right?
Oh, 100%. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. Star Wars, yeah.
Star Wars. It's the original Star Wars trilogy.
Okay.
Not the prequels.
You don't like the prequels? Because in all honesty, for me, I wasn't a big fan of the prequels. I enjoyed them, but I wasn't a big fan of the prequels.
It's more so because of my son now has a fond appreciation of the prequels as opposed to...
Really?
Yeah.
The original ones, right?
Well, not even the originals, the new ones now. You would think the new ones were to appeal to his age group.
Yeah.
He's not a fan. He loves the prequels more so than the original trilogy and the new ones that came out.
Yeah.
So,
I don't see how. Well, I mean, I guess because of the generation aspect of it, but yeah, but the original three were phenomenal, man. You know what I mean? So to me, it was very difficult for them to create the prequels and to make them just as good. And in the theater, obviously they did well, but they still, I mean, to this day, no one could compare those to the original three.
Yeah, I think it's a generational thing because with the first set of movies, right, not the prequels.
Right.
The first set of movies, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, whatever.
Return of Jedi.
It was a very heavy story-driven movie, right? Like it was really about the story and it was driven by the actors. With the prequels, there was a lot of like special effects and CGI that I think really made the worlds pop out, right? Very colorful and very fun. Stories were still great as well, but I think maybe that's why, like for the generation, for the different generations, I always like darker movies with cool dialogue and stories, and I like acting, where you had Jar Jar Binks, bro.
Yeah, well, that was the one. That was one of the big hits on that one was the Jar Jar Binks character. I mean, you couldn't even understand
I think he was the most hated.
Yeah, he was
character.
Well, no. But I mean, hits meaning that it got shot down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean by that. Because I couldn't understand what the hell he was saying.
It was just too goofy
and
for me.
it was just too goofy. Like it had really there was nothing interesting about that character for me.
Well, you know, it's funny. I will say I agreed with you with when they introduced him in that movie.
Yeah.
But then his character, you know, continues to appear even like in the cartoons and in like some of the other stories. And I actually kind of liked the character. But when I saw it the first time, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, that was so stupid.
Yeah, I just that storyline aspect of it, I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like it at all. Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about it. I think that the kids watching that movie and just taking my son's perspective of it is that it's an origin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an origin story. So when you're just watching 4, 5, and 6, and like, all right, what happened here? So now you're watching 1, 2, and 3. Now you understand how everything is the way it is. You know, where did Darth Vader actually come from? You know, Luke Skywalker. So I think that's what the appeal is for him. You know.
Yeah. So for him, then watching the prequels, I'm assuming he then saw the Rogue One, right? Because Rogue One leads directly into A New Hope.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he must have seen it. I mean, because to me, out of the prequels and going into those newer movies, Rogue One was, to me, it was phenomenal. I definitely loved it, especially the way it just blended in into the Darth Vader going into meeting with Princess Leia, or not really meeting, but being in the same storyline there. The only thing, obviously, was was something that a lot of people didn't like was the CGI of Princess Leia, right? Because she passed away, and they didn't use the old footage. They created new footage to recreate that same scene when she's putting like the chip inside R2-D2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that was the one thing. But to me, that it still looked good, man. They did a great job with that.
I thought they did a great job. For me, Rogue One was one of the best Star Wars movies I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And I saw it in one of the theaters where it was like 4D, where they had like the sprays and the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The experience was just phenomenal.
So did I. I had some coquito before I actually saw the movie. So, I mean, rocking around in that chair took me for a trip.
No, but it was really good. And the other thing that I will say about Rogue One was Diego Luna. I forgot the name of his character in the movie.
I forgot. No, Poe is the other one, right?
Yeah, no, Poe's. Oh, Cassian.
Cassian, yeah.
So Diego Luna, his character was so cool because he wasn't really jokey. He was, he had his moments of levity, but the whole time he was like very serious, and very like dark. He knew that he had no problem handling his business.
Yeah.
I really thought that was so cool, from the different characters that we've seen in the Star Wars, movie franchises.
Yeah, because he
stands out.
Yeah, he remained super cool and also serious throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
And he just didn't let go of that. Because
he
he knew he had a job to do, and that's it. Like, he stuck to the plan.
Yeah.
And that was it,
And to the end. And also, he was a Latino guy, so he got the girl in the end also. But but like that last scene, and I don't think I'm ruining it for anyone, when like the bomb goes off, when they blow up the planet, and he's standing there with the girl, the way his expression was, like, I was just like, man, that was
but his expression to me was more like, damn, I didn't get to tap this. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was, because I'm like, damn, you went through all that shit, now you ain't getting nothing.
He couldn't close it out. Couldn't close it out.
Close the deal. End of the world.
Yeah. That's it. I'm like, oh shit.
That excuse didn't work.
I thought that just the acting, if you think about, if you go back to A New Hope, how desperate the situation was, where you're just being brought in, oh man, this Death Star is going to destroy Alderaan and all these other planets, so that how much the actual the Empire was in control. So knowing the actual what's going to happen at the end, I guess, draws you into that character of, like you said, to your point of him being so serious and that he has a job to do, because if you don't do this, the Death Star is going to be created.
Yeah. He added like the right level of, I don't know, like darkness or seriousness.
Yeah.
It was cool. And then
but let me interrupt you for a second. But the Death Star was already created. They just didn't have, right? The Death Star was already created. They just didn't have the weakness.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to.
That's what that guy was putting into it.
Yeah, her father, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, yeah,
Correct.
just actually to make it operational. Yeah. So that was the thing. It was going to be operational, and that's the first planet they destroyed was Alderaan.
They tested it.
Right? So in A New Hope, right? So they introduced the Death Star and all that, but you don't really know what the hell the Death Star is. When Rogue One came out, it was great the way they implemented the story, and then you're like, oh shit, yeah, like this is, everything makes sense now, the way the way they came about,
Mm-hmm.
It was good, man. I'm telling you, Rogue One was good, man.
It was good. The other thing I was going to say real quick was, which I think was a little bit underrated also, was the comedic play between Cassian and his robot, K2SO.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I forgot his name. What's the actor's name that plays him?
Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
So I love Alan Tudyk because he was in
Yes.
Firefly and a bunch of other stuff. But the interplay between them and Jin, right? Jin Erso?
Jin
Yes.
Jarso, yeah.
The interplay between the three of them was really funny. Like, it was just the three, like, it was just so
Yeah.
good. It was just really good.
And it wasn't over the top, man. It
Not
was
over the top at all.
It was perfect. It was like, they did it right, man.
It's pre-C3PO. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so he took that,
Yeah,
that,
but
that role.
Yeah, but he knocked it out of
Oh,
the
yeah,
park.
definitely.
Like when Jin, I think there was a scene where she was like she shot a robot that looked just like him,
Yes.
and he was like, how'd you know it wasn't me, or something like that. Or he said like, you didn't know it wasn't me, right? She's like, yeah. Like just like the perfect amount of like sarcasm and wit the whole entire time.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
No, it was good, man. They definitely were good. And
So-
then which leads us right to the next three, right? The three remaining movies afterwards.
I was actually just watching Rise of Skywalker
Yeah.
this afternoon.
I will tell you, I'm not really as big a fan of those movies.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm assuming everybody has already out there has seen
come on,
them, right?
Yeah.
To me, guess it was that episode 7, which is the first one after Return of the Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. The killing of Han Solo.
That was
I think from there, I kind of lost interest.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, I wasn't expecting that. And I think, if anything, they should have gave him another movie, then maybe kill him off if you're going to do that. But I just think from the beginning to just kill him off like that, it was a kind of like a downer for me, man.
Yeah, but you kind of, I mean, through the media reports and if you like, into the geek stuff, you kind of heard that Harrison Ford, he wanted out.
Yeah.
He agreed to actually doing the movie, but he wanted to die. He wanted to die in actual Empire or Return of the Jedi. He wanted to die.
Oh,
in
I
the
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
He wanted his
yeah.
character to be killed off, and that was, I think, the promise between him and George Lucas that if they're going to reboot it again or do it again, that his character would die. So for me, I knew that was coming. So regardless, it's like, all right, you still have to stay interested. As long as they don't wipe out all the characters, then we would have a problem.
And I mean, and listen, I get it that they're kind of, again, new generation. They're trying to establish something, new that, just going to take off from there, pass the torch to all these other people and continue moving on for all these kids that are, getting older and all that stuff, right? But I just didn't, the storyline, I guess the storyline aspect of it, I didn't really like it, especially the way they made Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see that coming, like, to make him, like a miserable
Like a
old
miser,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand that. Like, it didn't make any sense to me that they would do that to that character. But I don't know.
I was confused by it too. I felt like some of the storylines were a little bit repetitive. It was always like, you got to blow up a Death Star or something like that. And then I think it was in that series of movies, I don't remember which one, where they were running out of fuel.
Oh, that was...
Where they had Lord Dern.
yeah, that was the 8th episode, which was The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Oh.
Like, I was like, in all the movies, I've never heard them ever mention anything about fuel. Like, so who was the director?
Oh, the guy from Star Wars, right? I mean, Star Trek.
Yeah, he did Star Trek also.
Yeah,
but,
J.J. Abrams.
No, J.J. Abrams didn't do Last Jedi.
He didn't do
did
that
The
one?
Force Awakens, and he did
So
The
who-
Rise of Skywalker. It's there. It's on the tip of my tongue of who the actual director was, because he got beat up for it, big time for it. Oh my gosh!
This is the guy who did Buffy?
He really
This is
did it
this
to
is our
service.
guest, man. Our guest that didn't come prepared, man. You don't even know. I thought you were an expert, man.
I couldn't
You could always kept
I
telling me,
know.
oh, you kept telling me, oh, I love Star Wars. I know everything about Star Wars. Obviously, you don't know shit, dude.
I can't recall the
least-
director's name.
At least I say shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what
wait,
that is.
Rian Johnson.
Yes, Rain Johnson.
Rian
Yeah,
Johnson?
Rain
Okay.
Johnson.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
It was so bad that he was actually picked to do the next trilogy after these movies, and he was going to do a whole new Star Wars world, a setting.
Yeah,
And that because of how bad the reception was of The Last Jedi,
they
cut
kicked them off.
That was it?
Kicked them off.
yeah.
All right, and then is that when they brought JJ in?
JJ came back to do the last one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I like JJ Abrams. I liked him when he did Jennifer Garner's Alias.
Yes.
I love Jennifer Garner in that Alias TV show back in the day, and he's done a lot of good stuff. I don't know. I didn't feel it. He does such a great job with production. The scenery and the costumes, everything just pops and looks great. He also did Star Trek.
Yeah.
The reboot.
Yeah.
I love the first one.
Yeah, the first one was good, man.
It was good. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's pretty, right? Like,
Right.
it's pretty stuff. But like, even in Star Trek, how many times are you gonna blow up the Enterprise?
Well, it's the lens glare.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's that lens glare every time they
You
get
know what I
you.
mean?
You know.
I don't know. So I don't know. So
They rebuild them, man. They rebuild them.
I just it's the Enterprise is like the main character of the show. I just hate seeing it like getting destroyed. Anyway, so with those kinds of movies, I think it's hard to live up to like whatever the previous hits were. Overall, I think we're all fans, and now the Mandalorian is out.
Yes.
Now I know Captain is still behind the times.
Yeah.
He still hasn't seen it.
You haven't shared your password with me.
I'll
that's right.
I'll show you
That's
mine.
right.
Remember?
That's right. I was supposed to share it with you.
Thanks a lot, Junior.
I'll get it to you.
I like that. Yeah. He doesn't know anything. He's still behind the times, this and that. Yeah.
He
Well,
hasn't
in
watched
previous podcasts, you said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to share my password with you, although it's illegal to do that. But you still haven't shared it.
All right.
So-
Oh wait. So you called me out. I didn't know the director of the movie, and now you're not watching the Mandalorian.
Well, I'm
and
not
you're
watching
kidding
it. I'm
me. What is
listen.
it,
I'm not. But I'm not.
$5.99?
But I'm not watching because he hasn't shared his password with me.
That's my bad. I did
can't
promise
get on
it.
there.
I did promise that.
So I'm gonna stay out of this conversation on that one. Go ahead, man.
Well, I mean, it's still kind of unfolding, but what you're digging it. The one thing, and we spoke about this, Captain, in the beginning for me, the Mandalorian. A lot of the scenes were of the Mandalorian traveling, and so you see him walking over hills and down here in a canyon, and it was too much of that for me. But I will say, season 2, they have kind of fixed that, and it's been much more action, especially the last few episodes that they've dropped.
Yeah, I think they're adding more to the storyline. Again, it's just building off the first season and seeing a different sort of universe inside the Star Wars universe per se. Understanding a character like that, where you heard it was sort of like a mythical character with Boba Fett, and now somebody else wearing that type of armor, and who is he from? And so learning the storylines behind the Skywalker sort of saga is so, for me, it's very intriguing. So yeah, it may not be the best, maybe a Star Wars interpretation per se. If you're going to compare everything to the trilogy, I still think it's great because I think it appeals to our generation.
Okay.
So of watching Star Wars, So I am fascinated by the character. I am, it is sort of played off of Western. It's like a Western,
It is.
space
It is
Western.
like a Western.
So if you're into those sort of Western movies, from back in the day where, the cloud boy comes into the scene and, he's got to help little Mary Jane over here. She needs to find, the cowboy that assaulted her,
Yeah.
They killed her husband.
Yeah,
They killed her husband.
So he's always asked to do something. So I am intriguing because you're bringing new characters in that you never thought that existed in this world. So
Yeah.
But and I asked Junior this a couple episodes ago when we were discussing Mandalorian. In what period or what time frame, in regards to either the original trilogy or the latest movies that came out, where does this take place? After all the other movies or after a particular episode?
they refer to in the second season. In the first season, I think it was very confusing as to where what was the timeline that it took place in.
Okay.
In the second season, they elaborate on it, and it supposedly takes place after the second Death Star that was destroyed. So it supposedly lies in between there. So I'm assuming Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
But we don't know exactly where.
Where? Okay.
Or what timeline? So
Yeah, but you were saying, and I had asked this before. So Boba Fett, the character, right? Which Boba Fett is technically he's a clone, right? Isn't Boba Fett a clone?
No.
Or Boba Fett was
No,
he's the one that created the clone?
Jango Fett was the dad.
Yeah, and Boba Fett was the son.
And Jango was the DNA they used to create the clones.
yeah.
But Boba Fett was the son.
And he told them to make him. He told I forgot the name of the aliens to make him one just for himself, and that was.
And that's
son.
Boba Fett?
That's Boba Fett.
That's Boba Fett.
All right, so the Boba Fett character, right? Mandalorian has nothing to do with Boba Fett at all, right? I mean, just that
In
their
terms
outfits are the same. That's about it, right? Or there's some.
They don't know each other. And in the last episode is when they first meet, and the Mandalorian. Should we reveal it or?
Well, that spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
This is a big time spoiler. So if you're gonna actually go in depth
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
yeah.
Boba Fett character, in this recent episode, they reveal Boba Fett's back in it. So he makes an appearance in the Mandalorian.
Okay.
You see him and there's possibly him in the first season, but now it's confirmed that he is in this this world, in this timeline. They revealed that he's not a Mandalorian. So the armor was given to his father and then passed off to Boba Fett.
All right, so
And he said his father was a foundling?
Yeah, a foundling. Yeah, so I think meaning the founder of the clones, or his DNA was from. I kind of took it that way, but
yeah, I'm not really sure.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So, Mandalorian is what? Is that like a?
It's a race of people.
So it's its own race. Had nothing to do really with Boba Fett. Obviously, you just found that out. You said
yes.
Right.
Okay. So
and that race of people, they all use this specific type of armor made of a specific type of metal.
All right. So it's almost like the 300. It's like their own thing, right? Like they created their own thing, right? It's like their own society, their own thing.
Well, it's like a race,
So,
and then he
warriors.
comes, like a race of warriors, but like they have like different sects. Not sex, S-E-X, S-E-C-T-S.
S-E-C-S.
Get your mind out of the gutter already. This is Star Wars.
Already? Shit, dude.
Give me another coquito. Well, I've seen some Star Wars that are Star Wars Triple X, but no, but it's so like it's mine, and this is what I do want to ask you about this, Sam. The Mandalorian, like his particular sect of people,
Okay.
they don't like, I forgot what they call them or whatever, but like they don't take their helmet off, right?
This is the way.
This is the way. So that's one of the things about him that's different, because when he ran into some of his other fellow Mandalorians, they were like, "Yo, like you're part of that old school sect, right?"
Yep. And then they had their faces revealed.
They had their faces revealed. So what I don't understand is with the Mandalorian, that helmet must stink like shit, bro, right? He never takes it off.
You see?
Did you see the episode that he finally drank something?
Yeah.
He had to tip back his helmet, and he's like, something got on his chin, and he's not wiping it off.
Oh man, come on! So not even in private, they're taking the helmet off.
I think you can take it off in private.
In private, no one just can see.
But
you.
no one could see you. But he's always on the ship.
So technically, there's hope for me to be in the Mandalorian, right? So nobody will ever know it's me.
Oh yeah, no, but they don't have a helmet big enough.
Big enough for my head.
That's not right.
Or the armor big enough for me, right? Damn, all right. There goes that idea.
I think we need another coquito.
Yeah, poor.
Let's get another one going.
So Sam, really quick, man. So, moving aside a little bit from the movie. So as far as your job, so what exactly do you do, or what does your job entail?
Well, I do a little bit of everything. I do private investigation. I do insurance adjusting, pretty much along that line.
Okay.
Excuse me, hold on. I'm pouring these drinks
I
for
know.
you guys.
You're spilling it all over the place.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Just
Look at
lick your
this.
hand afterwards, okay?
Sheesh, man. You'll clean it up, man. Let's go.
No, this coquito's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely good, man.
I'm
Thank
finally
you.
getting into the holiday spirit.
There you go.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers once again.
Merry
Absolutely.
Christmas.
So I mean, but is there anything in particular, like so you would do like following people around and stuff like that? Like those
Yes.
are part of the things that you do?
Yeah, pretty much. What you see on TV or you see in the news,
Like Magnum PI?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not that sexy enough, but yeah, definitely. I don't have the mustache, but now I do. I'm growing a beard.
Yeah.
So, it's not as exciting as you do see on TV.
Yeah, of course, like anything.
Yeah.
Boring, right?
Yeah, it's kind of boring. But I had one interesting one, maybe a couple of years ago, where again, it's usually cheating spouses.
Mm-hmm.
So this one happened to be a teacher.
The cheater or the
actual the cheater was the teacher.
the teacher? Okay.
A lady?
No.
Oh, the male teacher.
Dang.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna hear
Why
some
tell me
interesting.
this story, man?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the female is the client.
The female's the client, and yeah, she's hiring us to actually follow the husband.
Okay.
Did she look good?
Like she didn't fall in love with her PI, right?
No. That's
When
a story for another day.
When you come on this podcast, you gotta have these details.
It's a story for another day. No, we didn't actually meet. She paid everything, through credit card.
Okay.
And you had to sign, the contract, but everything electronically because everybody wants their privacy.
Yep.
So just giving the information, giving a photo of the guy, and he winds up being a teacher at a high school. And the suspicion was at the time, he was dating a student.
Oh.
Yeah, so it made it more interesting. And
Thank God it was unfounded, right?
Oh. So, she happened to be 18. So she was a senior. So it was interesting. That one, sometimes it's really hard to keep on top of someone when you're actually following or surveilling them, because you deal with normal, you're dealing with traffic, you're dealing with people getting in your way. So it's hard. So once you finally follow someone all the way through to the completion, it's really good. And in this situation, I did. And guy, she's with a student, takes her to the city, follow her into the city. Guy had no clue. They go out to lunch or whatever, early dinner at in Hell's Kitchen. And they have a companion with them as well, another student.
Wow.
A male student. And
that's
sheesh.
Yeah, so
that's not good.
Yeah, so it was creepy.
Thank God they were just sightseeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
actually, well, yeah.
Right?
But actually, they didn't do anything to that extent. But it was just they went to an actual Broadway play, so I got to go, in the actual building to go sit and watch. And
do you have to like sneak in, or you like?
I know. How'd you get tickets, bro? That's the
You
question.
flash some credentials.
Yeah, I got some credentials, from back in the day.
Uh-huh.
So able to get in, and it's just crazy that.
So Sam's an international man of mystery.
There you go.
A little bit.
Okay.
Good for you, man.
All right, so you snuck in, and so basically they were just a night in the town.
Night in a town. There's not even a care in the world.
Now that's something that I saw this TV show on Hulu called A Teacher. Did you see this?
A teacher? A teacher?
It's called A Teacher.
Who's it with?
Who's that?
Because it sounds familiar.
Who's that girl who was the?
Oh, you're talking about Kate Mara?
Yeah, Kate Mara's in it.
Yeah.
She's from the Jets, right? Her family's from the Jets?
Giants.
The Giants.
They own the Giants.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Kate Mara's in it, and I started watching it with my wife, and it was actually kind of interesting because it was the story, and I don't know if it's based on a real story or not, but it was the story of a woman teacher who grooms a male student. Now, I always kind of bug out when I hear these stories.
Grooms them to do what?
Well, grooming is, right?
Yeah.
So, you think... When we started watching it, I said to my wife, I was like, this story's bullshit because there's no 18-year-old kid who needs to be groomed, right? Like the teacher just has to be like, hey, little Timmy, meet me after school at the back of the gymnasium. There's no grooming required. So I was like, the story's bullshit, but
maybe
the kid,
fluffing?
What?
Sheesh, how did we get to fluffing?
What movie? This is not a Triple X teacher.
This is Hulu, dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
Not Pornhub.
Unbelievable.
So grooming. So what it is like grooming is making like little comments and creating like little situations, easing the victim into the idea of you hooking up with them.
Uh-huh.
So she was like, "Hey, do you need me to like tutor you? Hey, why don't you come by my house and I'll tutor you?" And then it was like, "Oh yeah, come by, but you don't need to bring books." And it's like establishing this relationship to gain their trust and eventually make a move on them. So that's what I'm wondering. It sounds like what was going on with what you were seeing, right? Maybe the person was grooming this person to gain trust and then eventually close the
but
deal.
at the same time, we don't know if
I don't know.
What he's explaining is just what he saw, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it hadn't already happened. You know what I mean?
That's
because
true. That's true.
because remember the lady, right? The client. Why would she hire somebody, right? Because there's obviously a big period of time that's going on that she's suspecting something. That's now she reaches out to them and say, "Hey, can you follow?" Right?
But she could have found like a number. Who knows?
Well, at the end,
you know what? Fuck it. Give me her phone number. Let me call her.
Well, at the end,
yeah. Let's find out what actually happened.
So, someone had a happy ending. So. Follow literally to the completion till he was in front of his house, and you saw some activity going.
For real?
Oh, yeah. That's how it ended.
Oh,
so that's where we talk. When I say we got the complete package.
But no, but let me. Well, the complete package is it? No, I don't think you got the complete package yet. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Because you haven't explained this, but in this particular case, age or not, that guy's losing his job if the wife says something, right? Because if nobody says anything, whether the girl's 19. And he's, whatever, student-teacher relationship.
That's not allowed.
That's not allowed in the school, period. Mm-hmm. So that guy's losing his job.
But what if it's happening outside of school? And she's
same
18?
thing. It's the same thing. There's still like that teacher-student thing going on.
So you're already ahead of the curve because that was part of the story.
Well, that's what it was?
It was.
Damn, shit. I'm smart, man.
Spoiler.
I think it's this Coquito is making me smarter.
You're ahead of the curve because the actual, what she wanted him tailed for was that she wanted an easy divorce, get her money, because she was going to dangle this as a carrot and say, listen, you still want your job as a teacher.
Oh.
Sign on the dotted line.
Sign on the dotted line.
Oh, man.
So she wasn't going to really pull the trigger, per se, but you know what? We already had the goods on him.
Nice.
So we say again, what is her phone number?
There you go. She is now single.
She's single and rich.
She's single rich. Wow. Good job. Good job. Yeah, although, but that must be hard sometimes, man. I mean, I guess if you think about it in regards to, because again, private investigation.
Like fucking up someone's life?
That and also like a man code kind of a thing. You're like, damn, you're going to go through that shit to another guy? kind of a thing. I mean, in a way. I mean, I understand it's a livelihood, it's a job, but right, like if you really think about it, like, damn, do I really want to get involved in this? It's kind of like a personal thing. It's not.
I mean,
you're the guy. I mean, if you think about, is he breaking the law? So yeah, I mean, because you're not investigating to arrest this guy. You're arresting for her personal benefit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
so you're investigating for that.
At the end of the day, the guy was doing dirty.
No. I know, I get it, but let's just say the girl wasn't a student, and let's say the girl was just another teacher, right? So now that teacher, whatever,
but he's still cheating. So maybe she wouldn't have been able to dangle the carrot, but she's still getting proof of her divorce.
I mean, she already had those thoughts already that this was going on, and obviously he did something to trigger, this woman's curiosity.
Yeah, but let's just say, you see, I like that, right? Let's just say the lady's a bitch, dude. No. Let's just say that lady's a bitch, and she treats her husband like shit. That the guy has to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm trying to make. It's like you don't know the whole
story. He's just
story.
collecting a paycheck.
I understand that.
Yeah,
but now we gotta delve into this shit, man.
No, but you know what? I want to.
I get the whole man code. I mean, listen. For me, it's just the money. It's having that opportunity to go to a beach and hang out, following. I follow the girl actually to a beach. The husband hired us.
Okay.
That was a hot one. So just sitting on the beach, just drinking and just hanging out. Just
Magnum PI.
Yeah, damn. Go. But again, it's rare.
Right?
It's rare when you actually
when it's something like that.
Let me ask you a question: have you ever had like a situation where like someone like saw you tailing them and you had to like fight, or they wanted to get in your face or something?
Oh, I play stupid.
Yeah.
Just play stupid.
So how about when you park your vehicle, right, where you're not supposed to be, or where you're doing your job, but a curious person.
You talking about Karen?
Huh?
A Karen?
A Karen calls the cops and say, "Hey, there's a suspicious male in a whatever car."
Oh, well, I mean, look, I'm Puerto Rican. We know this.
And guess what? He's Puerto Rican.
And I'm drinking Coquito as well. So they see that, and it's already a red flag. That's what makes it hard. That's what really makes it hard. Doing so, nobody understands that part. They're like, "Oh, look at this, and you're gonna get them." And I said it takes time to build a case like anything else. And the time and effort that you have to do, and if you go into the suburbs, you got to watch some of the suburbs. You stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah. So people call the police on you, and it's uncomfortable at times. It really is, and you do feel like a perv yourself because.
Yeah, right. Because you're following someone around with a camera or whatever.
Yeah, it feels icky,
Yeah,
and a lot of, but what's the clientele is. They're either super nuts, they're super insecure. Like you said, it could be the reverse where they're trying to, get revenge on their husband or wife or whatever, and this is a way to get them. But if you notice that type of clientele is of the same character, so it's never really someone who right of mind. And my philosophy would be like, listen, if they're cheating, then that's it. Just end it.
But I would assume, right? Because I don't know nothing about this. Maybe you could expand on this too, but. I'm assuming you got to have loot too, right? Because that's not a cheap thing, man.
Well, isn't that the return? So that the return is if you catch them, that is the carrot stick. Hey, I want X amount of dollars to actually,
And they probably pay your fee.
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly.
So most of the times, then, would you say that people try to, keep their, their personal information away from it, and they actually just like maybe go online, pay for the service, and so in other words, you're saying that between you and the the client and the personal investigator, there really isn't any kind of like interaction.
Oh, at times in this particular case there wasn't. So, but there are times that you do, meet. It's sort of like you feel like you're in an espionage movie where you actually meet at a coffee shop, and Sam, you're Karen, and you're meeting, and you're just sitting there and you're just talking about this stuff, and you're looking over your shoulder because. You don't know, maybe.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Like maybe getting set up. Maybe. That's crazy.
Or even if the reverse, right? So if the client is hiring me, but maybe the husband has suspicions over her. Now he's following me, and so it gets tricky. It really does.
And so you've never had like a client ask you to kill their partner or anything like that? It's nothing like that?
It was
that shit happens, man. I'm just telling you. You know how many people?
That one time.
It did.
And I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't pull the trigger.
See, I was like, I'm over here like, for real?
What a sucker that guy is. Junior, come on, man.
I was like, for real?
Damn, see? You guys are Puerto Rican. You're supposed to know this shit, man.
Yeah, it was $500.
Damn. That shit's cheap.
That's not enough.
Hey, Joe. $500.
I'm like, but does she look good? that's hilarious. Bro.
Wow, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I always wondered about that.
Yeah, it is. Again, it's like, obviously TV and movies obviously make it more, exciting than it is. And again, there are some exciting times and there's some cool stuff to it. And again, for me, I'm doing, low work. Where I'm not, I'm not getting paid by the heir to the throne to actually follow their husband or their prince or whatever. So, the clientele is the clientele. So, but yeah, it's fun at times. It has a hit and misses,
Yeah.
So,
Do you ever go into like really like seedy places?
Oh yeah, strip clubs
and stuff like that.
That's not seedy. How dare you?
Well, not anymore now. Now you wear a mask, so you're not catching anything.
Yeah, but it's weird because you never know. Like you need to see. Like you remember the movie that Sinbad was in, where he played he was like a dentist or something.
Oh yeah, House Guest.
House Guest, remember? And then like the guy says, "So, do you think you can help my daughter?" And like she doesn't smile, and she's like real pretty. He's like, "Oh yeah," and then she smiles. He's like, "Oh damn,
no."
That's what it is with masks. I was in the store the other day and I saw this girl. She has some beautiful eyes, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, is she pretty? Is it like you kind of need to see the reveal and have her pull down the mask to know for sure.
Everyone's
I wonder how the dating scene is now. Right? It's got to be tricky.
Yeah, I guess right.
Hit or miss.
It's going to be pulled down.
Yeah, they pull it down and the fucking beard shows.
That's it.
That big mustache and beard.
Yeah, no, dating.
Like, oh, sorry, sweetie.
Dating during COVID's got to be hard.
I just remembered I have an appointment.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Meanwhile, I guess all the butterfaces, they're like, yes, this is our time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the strippers too.
So actually,
there's some butterfaces as strippers as well.
I guess.
Yeah, but no one's looking at the faces of the strippers.
Oh.
So this could be like a new form of dating, like COVID dating. Like you keep the mask on, and then you don't really know what the person looks like, so you have to rely on their personality and stuff like that.
There you go. So it might work out for some people.
Yeah, it actually could.
Yeah,
it actually could. Now that I think of it, damn, we should have made like a COVID dating scene. I bet someone already did like COVID speed dating.
Yeah, why not?
Everyone looks like ninjas.
Yeah, well, no, I was gonna say no. You could like judge people by their masks, like if they have like cute masks and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the mask, man. Now you're getting crazy with the mask. Just a mask.
But you have to keep the mask on.
Yeah, you keep the mask on.
No, but you know how like they have masks, like it has like red lips on it or like different designs. You're gonna talk to someone who just has a straight up, like if you go to a COVID dating speed dating thing and someone's there wearing like the blue the nurse mask, I'm gonna be like, yo, there's no imagination. No imagination. Why would you talk to her? But
it all depends on the bullshit that you bring, bro. I mean, you could have a black mask, blue mask, lips, or whatever. If you're smooth, you're smooth. No, it doesn't matter.
I think you gotta showcase that.
I don't know about that, man.
I want to see like
fans,
full lips.
I definitely want to hear some feedback on this one. So hopefully, whoever's hearing, I want to hear some feedback. Tell me that Junior's full of shit. Thank you.
That the mask doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Why would it count? It's about how smooth you are when you start talking.
So then why would you go to a place and wear like a nice dress or a suit?
But that's different, bro, because you're talking without the mask. Shit. No, it's not. Because when you, bro, it
represents like how you want people to see you.
Not the mask. I mean, but you're talking about having a dating scene or whatever with masks, right? Or speed dating or something like that. No one's looking at the damn mask, bro. You're hearing the person, right? That was the whole purpose.
So then if someone's wearing like...
Because you just said that you technically could have a butterface, right?
Yes,
behind
that's
the mask.
My point. That's
so
like,
there you go. So if
like
you're talking,
roulette.
So if the mask, let's just say this hot girl from the neck down,
yes,
right, has a butterface. You guys are fucked up, but anyway, and I'm over here saying this shit, but butterface, right, and it has just a regular plain white mask on, but she can speak so sexy, bro. You're gonna worry about the stupid white mask
versus like one that says like Pornhub.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who are you gonna pick?
Come on. There you go.
It's about the imagination.
Well, come on. Well, yeah. So you have to imagine what they look like behind the mask.
I don't know.
Not what the mask is all about. Come on.
I think you can tell.
You could tell if someone's pretty or not?
I don't know, man.
Or good looking?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
And by the way, this goes for guys and girls, of course. But
I think, obviously when you don't see their smile,
I gotta see the teeth. Yeah. I gotta see the teeth.
Yeah, I guess.
They smile and it's like all like cracked up teeth. Ooh.
Yeah, but all those people now that never brush their teeth and their breath stinks,
they're
loving it. They're loving that mask shit, man.
Well, you ever smelled the inside of the mask? How many times you're using them?
Let's go. I'm not talking about you smelling your own mask, bro.
That's Mandalorian shit.
Yes, exactly.
All right, let's move on.
I'm sorry. I'm on my third cup of coquito.
Oh, shit.
Sorry about that, folks. No, that's just hilarious. So I love talking about this kind of stuff. One of the past episodes, I had made like a comment about Ahsoka being Luke's Padawan. You heard that, right?
I was upset with you.
See, I told you. I told the captain.
I was
like,
so happy, man.
I told the captain, I was like, yo, you know how many people are gonna like shit on me because of that?
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? I didn't even think about it because I didn't know. He had me convinced. And then the hate mail started pouring in. And I was just like, oh, bless you people for sending all this hate mail because I had no idea.
Yeah.
It
was just a simple error.
I mean, it happens. It happens. My son made me aware of it. Before you actually mentioned it.
Oh, yeah?
So it was still fresh in my mind. I'm like, because I haven't watched.
You allow your son to listen to us? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? Shit, don't we have the shit as explicit? Do not listen. What's wrong with you, man?
Listen, he's mature enough. He's 12.
Yeah. Wait, which episode did you listen to? Was it just that one, or he talk about the ones when we talk OnlyFans?
Oh, he knows
OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans. Yeah, he knows about that one. That's it.
I love OnlyFans now.
Yeah.
Do you? Did you sign up? I haven't
signed up yet. I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
You guys made me actually pull the trigger. So
it was us?
Yeah.
But you were doing it because of your work, right?
It was for a case.
Just in case the wife is listening.
I brought into it. I'm like, okay, what's this OnlyFans about?
Great. See, we're trying to educate our fans.
And now my son knows the same too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man,
that's it.
It's crazy. Yeah. I didn't really realize, and ever since then I've heard more about it. There's a lot of people, number one, who have it, but people are making money off of it.
Yeah, big time.
I don't understand because, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are definitely some like Instagram models that I've seen, and honestly, there's so many people who have OnlyFans accounts. How do people afford to pay all these different subscriptions? Because it's like $10 or whatever it is a month to do it. They need to make like a universal access OnlyFans that you can see whoever.
It's called Pornhub.
No,
and that one's free.
And that is free.
And that's free. No, but like some of the people on OnlyFans you can't find anyplace else. That's the beauty of it, right? Because they control their content.
Yeah, I mean, just right now they're taking what $20 out of my pocket every month. They got me as a sucker, and thanks to you guys again.
Nice.
I'm gonna send you the bill.
Send us the bill.
I'll share the pictures.
You're gonna have to buy us some
no,
coffees.
Don't say that. Buy some coffees. No, he says he's gonna share. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not gonna share. They're gonna kick you off.
They always say that, man. They're gonna share.
They're gonna cancel your subscription.
It's interesting because it's true. Because I think that they realize, listen, you're not making money off of Pornhub.
So wait, maybe you can explain this because we were trying to figure it out. Like, how does it work? Do you get access to see stuff? Do they send you stuff? Because one of the things that we were saying was, how come you never see these people's content like on Pornhub or like on free regular stuff? How do they control that?
So you guys market this on your podcast, and you guys get me to become subscribers, and yet you don't know how the system works. Are you kidding me?
No, well, listen,
we have an idea,
yeah.
but
there's a reason we invited you, bro.
First, we're broke. We don't have money to pay for that stuff.
Oh, trust me, I got yelled at the other day. What is this?
Our coffee fund is running low.
Yeah.
He's like $6 here and $6 there. Well, okay. Pornhub's free. That was the first time. Okay.
No, but how does it work? Do they send you links, or can you download it? Like, how does?
Or is it just like a streaming thing where you could only catch it at that time?
No, it's actually a site. Actually, I got introduced to me. I think through either Instagram or Facebook or whatever as well. So when you're seeing that, so
yeah, you sign up, you pay the subscription, you get access.
Right.
How does that work?
It's you pick whoever you want to view. So it's almost like,
but you get like on a channel, and then you could just view it. Can you download it?
You see there. It's almost like a Facebook kind of or Instagram sort of.
Oh, like a little video.
Right.
Oh, so it's not a live feed kind of thing.
Nah, they take videos of themselves, or they send pictures of themselves, and that's maybe daily or every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And can you save those on your computer?
I go through my phone. I can't put that on my computer. Are you kidding me?
No, but no.
What is wrong with you, Junior?
No, I mean, no. What I'm trying to say.
He's already planning. He already knows.
No. I'm trying because what I'm saying is I've never seen I've never seen any of those people who say they have OnlyFans. I've never seen them anyplace else except for like on Instagram. So I'm saying like if they were popular people, how come I don't see them in other places?
Well, they're not. Again, it's just someone.
So how do they prevent someone from like downloading it and stuff?
Well, that's the whole. Well, they have actually watermarks on it, so it can be saved. You can screenshot it and share it that way. But again, is it legal? No. But it can be done. Sometimes you do see on maybe on Facebook or Instagram, somebody will post something that was from OnlyFans and it gets on there.
Oh, they probably take it down real fast.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's how the girls make money now.
Yeah, a lot of people are making money. I read a news report where they were saying the explosion of OnlyFans, even with like housewives, like moms who are bored at home, they're doing OnlyFans and making money.
Yep.
Damn.
Bananas.
See, pandemic was useful for something.
Yeah. And and that's what they're saying. That's what the article was saying, that the pandemic spurred on all these like people making their own content.
Wow.
I love it. I do feel like there's personal appeal to it.
I love it too. I just gotta. Maybe Sam can I'll lend you my Disney Plus account, and Sam will lend me his OnlyFans.
There you go. That's a good exchange. I'll give you my password or whatever.
We go in circle, bro.
And then how they get you is, so then there's obviously that's the subscription. And then now if you really want to see the really great content,
it's another 20.
It's another 20, or it's another 50, or it's another 60.
See, I can't.
Yeah, see, no, man. I'm not gonna be spending no money for that.
See me do this with this.
That's okay, because I could go to Pornhub too and see all that too for free.
Well, that's what I do now. So when they say that to me, then that's what I'm looking for.
He just goes in there to get the ideas and then moves out to Pornhub.
That's it.
There you go.
Now I look, the search bar is just so amazingly long. You can anything you want.
Hey, listen, man. Don't leave your phone. Don't leave your phone around, man. I'm telling you. Right? I've seen so many of those videos where they go where the guy's sleeping and then the girlfriend finds the phone and takes his thumbprint. Remember, puts the phone on his face for the facial recognition.
I saw one of those videos. One of those videos where it was like a meme-ish kind of video.
Yeah, where
the dude, like the wife was doing that, or his girlfriend was doing that, and nothing could work. And he woke up in the morning, he was like, ha ha ha, and he was putting his big toe.
Big toe.
I was crying.
That was a good one.
That was funny. How did we get here? We started off so nicely. We started off on holiday traditions, and we ended up on using your phone, opening your phone with your toe.
Yeah.
To hide your porn.
I'll just give you
a hint. The Coquito, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say the Coquito.
The Coquito. Yeah, this is
it makes you feel warm.
I feel all warm and fuzzy.
I really do. I really
feel
do too.
Warm and fuzzy inside.
I'm going to sleep very nice today, bro.
So we're at the end of our podcast. Can you believe it? So
yeah,
we did it. We did it.
There's no way, man, we could be done. No, we still have so much to talk about.
We're at the end of the hour.
Oh, my goodness. No way.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
we just started.
Holy cow. My wife's going to be happy.
Well, I know we didn't because when Sam came, this bottle was
full. We should have taken a picture of it before for a video
and there's
feed.
Just suds right now. There's just suds.
Man.
Wow. Well, guys, this was great.
Oh man, the Coquito was great, man. And
thank you.
Yeah, this is a great time, man.
This was fun.
This is fun, man. You guys are cool.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, no, thanks for supporting us and coming down. This is a great episode, I think.
Yeah,
and I know our fans are gonna love it. Maybe not all the fans, but
right. Right.
Maybe OnlyFans, definitely.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I always play with the idea because there's definitely some Instagram models. I'm like, they're super cute, but I feel like if I don't want to promote them because I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
They get paid. I want to get paid too.
I did have to explain this. Do we have time to talk about that?
Yeah. Of course.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So I did get busted. I told you.
What?
Did you?
Well, yeah, I got busted because, actually I used my card. What's this charge for the OnlyFans? What?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So I felt like
How'd
a fool.
you get? Oh, damn.
Because you can't use cash through the phone.
Yeah, no, bro.
Bitcoin.
But how'd you get busted, man?
Because she's like, what's the charge? So, you have
a wife. But wives don't open mail anymore.
Oh, man, no. It's right now to your phone, right? Directly.
Oh,
man.
Damn.
So she's like,
what's
this charge? So, I don't know. Lately, she's become like that eagle eye.
Yeah.
So now she's doing the PI stuff. So, I'm like, oh, my goodness.
She picked up some tricks over the years. Some PI tricks.
Remind me not to hire you.
Yeah.
You can't even cover your own tracks, dude.
Yeah. They did say there was a disclaimer that said it'll come up as another charge.
It was supposed to come up as Eagle Books.
You know, like, what the fuck? I can't use you, man. Your wife is catching you, man. Shit.
Man. I was like, that came out of left field. I'm like, why are you asking me what I brought?
Well, that's when you have to go into like the old school. What are you doing looking at my stuff? Well, you don't trust me?
I
Why are you
don't.
looking at my stuff?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me. Wasn't me. It was a dispute.
Maybe it wasn't you.
So I had so explaining the story was why.
Wait a second. Are you trying to say you blamed us?
No.
I was going to say, wait a minute, man.
Well, yeah, obviously it is your fault because
Oh, shit.
it did start off with the podcast.
Oh,
OnlyFans, man. And here he goes, little Sarah.
Oh, man.
And then I became an addict. Thank you.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, the good thing is that she probably never heard our podcast, so she's going to blame him directly and not us.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Right? She doesn't know nothing about us.
No, I didn't include it.
There
She
you
did
go.
ask where I was going, but I kind of said I was just doing something with Coquito.
That was it? All right.
That was it.
Nice.
We got busted. I can't believe it.
So trying to explain why, you're paying to see girls as opposed to, looking at, Pornhub for free.
Damn.
So I was like, well, because
Just research.
I kind of opened my mouth and I was honest. I said, because, you want to see those hot girls.
What?
Shit.
What?
I guess Sam never heard of Visa gift cards. Who the hell uses their real stuff, bro?
I said because the PI in me, has a curiosity of seeing what they really look like.
You gotta know.
All you have to do is do research. And
Yeah.
You're studying, you researching this and that, and that's it
Yeah.
with a serious face.
Yeah,
But once you smirk, once you show teeth, it's over, bro.
I was busted. She catches me with my chin. She said the chin drops. So,
poker face, man, poker face.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. We were doing research.
Oh, man.
We didn't pay for that shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
now we know Sam's got one. So
Yeah, now we know how to get you for more money.
Let's go dangle that carrot. I'll sign. I'm gonna sign.
where do I sign? All right, fans.
Man.
Hey, fans, thank you so much for checking us out. This has been the Out of the Cave podcast. You can find us at outofthecavepodcast.com. You can find us on Instagram at Out of the Cave Podcast. You can find us on OnlyFans. No,
Not yet.
not yet. Not OnlyFans.
Soon.
But you can find us on Facebook at Out of the Cave Podcast. Once again, thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Sam for coming in and sharing
Thanks,
these
man.
fun
Appreciate
stories.
it, bro.
Thank you for the
guys.
coquito. This was really good. And
Yeah, if we don't see you, man, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, enjoy yourself, man, you and your family,
Yeah,
and
Same here.
and we thank you once again for coming here and sharing all your knowledge, bro. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, fans, thank you so much for listening. Check us out. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Out of the Cave podcast.
All right, have a great week, guys.
Take care.
You got it.